No one but the Father can give such unique directions. You must continue to follow his Srimad. Question: what is the easy way to give yourselves a tilak of sovereignty? Any answers?
What is the easy way to give yourself? Can you
Tilak,
repeat the
tilak of
question?
sovereignty. How to give yourself? Srimad remembers these are always the right answers for any question. Two things here. One is this. One, continue to follow completely all the teachings that the Father gives you. There is no question of blessings or mercy in this. Number two, follow the Father and do not look at others. Become one. By doing this, automatically you receive your tilak. By studying this knowledge and remaining on the pilgrimage of remembrance, you change from beggars into princes. The song of the day, Salutations to Shiva. Om Shanti. When Bab and others say Om Shanti, they can also say it twice, because they are two individuals in one. One is corporeal, the other is incorporeal. Either they can say it both together, or each can say it separately. This is a wonder. No one in the world knows that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, sits in this one's body and gives this knowledge. This has not been written anywhere. Just as the Father said this a cycle ago, so he says now, I enter this one's ordinary body at the end of the final one of his many births. I take the support of this body. There are some words in the Gita that are real. The words, I enter this one at the time of the final one of his many births, when he is in his age of retirement. These words are real. It is accurate to say that of this one. In the Golden Age, the first one to take birth is this one. Secrets. No human being can tell these things. Then, at the end, when he is in his stage of retirement, the Father enters him. Therefore, it is said of this one, he does not know how many rebirths he has taken. In the scriptures they have written 8.4 million rebirths. All that belongs to Bhakti Marg. That is called a devotional cult. What is done on this path of knowledge is distinct from what is done on the path of bhakti. When devotees are performing devotion, they continue to descend. You receive this knowledge only once. The Father only comes in this one age to grant salvation to everyone. This is the only time that Baba comes to make you what? Pure, okay, pure.
Kings and queens.
Kings and queens. Yes.
Take back.
Free.
Soul.
Free from the karma.
Takes us back home.
This is back home free. Yes. This side.
To teach us.
Make solvent again.
Make solvent. Many answers are there. Today Baba is saying he comes to make you all create your future reward. So he inspires us. Use your done for me, for my seva. Now you are studying in order to go to the future new world. The Father comes to establish your new kingdom. This is why it is called Raj Yoga. Therefore, this Raj Yoga is considered to be very important. People want to learn this ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat. Nowadays, sannyasis go abroad. They claim they have come to teach ancient Raj Yoga. Because the people there believe paradise was created through yoga, they feel they want to learn it. Baba explains it is through this power of yoga that you become the masters of paradise. The Father established paradise, but no one knows how he established it. Only the spiritual Father teaches this Raj Yoga. No corporeal human being can teach it. Nowadays there is a lot of adulteration and corruption. And so the Father says, I am the one who purifies the impure. Therefore, there must certainly be someone who makes the souls impure. Now, you must judge whether this is right or not. I am the one who comes and gives the essence of all the Vedas and scriptures. By studying this knowledge, you receive happiness for 21 births. On the path of devotion, there is only temporary, momentary happiness. Here, the Father gives you so much happiness that it lasts for 21 generations. The Srimad the Father gives you to grant salvation is unique. The Father is the one who wins everyone's heart. That is a non-living Dilwala temple. Here, this is a living Dilwala temple. Those images of your activity are accurate. It is at this time that the activity of yours, which they show, takes place. You have found the Father, the one who wins your hearts, the one who grants salvation to all, the one who removes your sorrow and bestows happiness on you. He is remembered as the most elevated one. God Shiva is praised as the most elevated one of all. In other places, Shiva's oval image is kept in front of Shankar, etc. In fact, it should be forbidden to keep Shiva's image in front of the deities, because they do not do devotion. Neither do deities perform devotion, nor do the sannyasis perform devotion. They just have the knowledge of the Brahman element. Just as the sky is of the elements, in the same way, that is the Brahman element, the element of light. Neither do they remember the Father, nor do they receive the great mantra from him. The Father alone comes at this confluence age and gives you this Maha Mantra. The Father, the bestower of salvation for all, only comes in this one age and gives the mantra of Man Mana Bhav. He says, children, renounce all bodily religions. And that includes the consciousness of your own bodies. Consider yourselves to be bodiless souls and remember me, your Father. So, is the soul in the body? Or is the body in the soul?
Soul in the body.
Soul is in body.
The body grows around the soul. The body grows
Body
around
grows around the soul. Body is in soul.
Soul takes the body.
Well, we know soul is in the brain, in the body.
Because of soul we are here.
Has it?
Because of soul we are here.
Yeah. But also you can say we have put the body into the soul. That's the big problem. The consciousness, the characteristic of the body, we have put it inside the soul. That's the big mistake. And what Baba is doing, purifying the soul means removing that. So what is above the body, which we have put in the soul? We have put the gender of the body in the soul. We have put the race of the body in the soul. We have put the nationality of the body in the soul. The culture of the body, the current age of the body, the facial experience, facial appearance. The soul is so attached to its body, so attached. Just think, how many times you have looked in the mirror in your whole life? Can you count?
Every day.
Every day, how many times a day? When we see this face, we have become so attached to this face, like it's inside the soul. Imagine tomorrow morning when you wake up, you go into the bathroom, You're washing your face, you look in the mirror, and you see another face. How you'll feel?
Surprise.
Not good.
Huh?
Shocked.
Shocked,
You're
yeah.
shocked, huh?
Yeah, afraid.
Oh, what's this?
Oh.
Who is this? And you're still, it's you, you're still there. This face is different. Imagine if it's the face is another color, another race. Or if your sister, imagine it's a brother's face. If your brother to sister's face.
Big shock.
Is how much I am attached to this face, this appearance, this body. So deep is the attachment. But that we have to break. We have to break that attachment. It's a lot of effort. Just you are a Jyoti Bindu in Param, just to experience that first reality. So Baba is saying, when he says here, forget the body, bodily religion, bodily relations, it's a big job, big job. Baba explains this in a very easy way. Because this is Ravan's kingdom, you have all become body conscious. Now the Father is making you soul conscious. He says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember me, your Father, so the alloy that is mixed in you can be removed. When you came down from your Sato Pradhan stage to your Sato stage, your celestial degrees were reduced. The purity of gold is indicated by how many carats it has. Now, at the end of the Iron Age, there is no gold visible. In the Golden Age, the palaces were built of gold. The contrast is like that of day and night. That is called the Golden Aged World. There is no need there for bricks or stones. There is no rubbish used in the buildings that are built there. Just gold and silver. They have a lot of happiness through science there. And this too is predestined in the drama. At this time, people have the arrogance of science. In the Golden Age, there is no arrogance of science. When you are there, you only receive happiness from science. Here, the happiness is only temporary. And there is also a great deal of sorrow through science now. Bombs, etc., for destruction are being made. They tell others to not make those bombs, but they themselves still continue to make them. Even though they know they will all die through those bombs. that bombs for destruction are being made. They tell others not to make those bombs, but they themselves still continue to make them. Even though they know they will all die through those bombs, they still continue to make them. Therefore, their intellects are, how do you describe such an intellect? When you prepare something for your own destruction, what kind of intellect?
Degraded.
Degraded.
Baba says Viprit Buddhi. Viprit Buddhi.
Viprit Buddhi, yes. Yeah. Today Baba said the intellects are already dead. All this is predestined in the drama. They cannot stop making them. They do understand they will die through those bombs, but they don't understand who is inspiring them to carry on making them. Interestingly, you may be aware that one of the main people behind making the atom bomb, his name was Oppenheimer, and he said in one interview in the 50s that when he saw the first successful atomic bomb test, he remembered the Gita. The lines from the Gita where Krishna says, I am the destroyer of worlds. I have become death. So you remember the Gita at that time. Means he had been reading it. It's so interesting how these souls who play these roles, and it was a secret project carried out in the desert. But Adi Gulzar saw it. Top secret US government project. Very high level security. And here's a little girl sitting in Hyderabad. Baba is showing her visions. She says, I saw there were some men there. They were wearing some white coats. Some of them were underground. They were making something. I didn't understand it. Baba was showing her a vision of this project going on. So just imagine how amazing. So no kind of security can stop Baba's work. So Baba's saying they can't stop making them. Destruction also is predestined in the drama. No matter how many prizes someone is given, only the Father makes peace. He is the ocean of peace. He's the one who gives you your inheritance of peace, happiness, and purity. In the Golden Age, there is limitless wealth. There, rivers of milk flow. Vishnu is shown floating on an ocean of milk. That picture is made to compare the vast difference between the ocean of milk and this ocean of poison. In the path of bhakti, they make ponds and they put a statue of Vishnu on a stone plinth in them. They spend so much money in bhakti. It is a waste of time and a waste of money. They spend so much money on making statues of the goddesses. Then they go and they sink them in the ocean. Have you seen that? Have you done that?
No.
No. You're not. I've only seen once in Mumbai. Therefore, Baba says that is money that is wasted. It is just the worship of dolls. None of the worshippers knows the occupations of those whom they worship. This is one thing, the human behavior. People just do what other people do without thinking, what am I doing? How is it useful? What is the benefit? What is the purpose? So for us, study means you have to understand everything you're doing, not just do because others are doing. So फायदा क्या है? मतलब क्या है? So we have to use our intellect to understand the value. So now you know the occupation of whoever's temple you go to. There are no objections. You children are not forbidden to go anywhere. Previously, you used to go without understanding anything. Now you go having become, Baba has used the English word. Now we are. Before we used to go to mandir without understanding. Now you may still go to mandir, Baba doesn't forbid. But now we go with having become knowledgeful. Yes. Now you go having become sensible. Because senseless bear so much. Sensible.
True astic. True astic.
Yeah. So samajna. Baba's using English word here, sensible. So we have to think, this can be a turning point. What does it mean to be spiritually sensible in the relationships, in how we see life, in how I use my time, in all different aspects? Spiritually sensible is the matlab kya ho sakta hai? You say that you know about their 84 births. The people of Bharat don't even know about Sri Krishna's birth. All this knowledge is in your intellect. This knowledge is your source of income. There is no aim or objective in studying Vedas and scriptures. There would always be some aim and objective in studying something in school. Through this study, you become very wealthy. You receive salvation. You also become wealthy by studying this knowledge. Whatever temple you go to, very quickly you can understand whose memorial it is. That Dilwala temple is non-living. This is a living one. Just as you are shown here in the picture of the tree, so that temple has been created in the same way with you shown sitting in tapasya, down below, with the whole of heaven shown above on the ceiling. It must have cost a lot of money to create that. Here you have no expense. Bharat was 100% solvent and pure. Now Bharat is 100% insolvent and impure. Everyone here is born through the vice of lust. But there, Satyug, there is no question of dirt. They have shown fearsome stories in the Garud Puran to make people change their behavior. But it is not in the drama for people to change at that time. God's establishment is taking place now. God is the one who establishes heaven. He is called Heavenly God the Father. The Father has explained that other soldiers fight for their rulers, whereas you soldiers are now conquering Maya for who? Those soldiers fight for the king, the ruler. We are fighting Maya for who? You are now conquering Maya for your own benefit. That's another realization point. Why I should make this effort is good for me, for my own benefit. The more you do, the more you will receive. Each one of you has to use your Tan, Man, Dhan to change Bharat into heaven. The more you do, the higher the status you will claim. Nothing is going to remain here. There is a saying, the wealth of some will remain buried. That has been remembered of this time in the cycle. Baba has now come to enable you to receive your fortune of the kingdom. He says, now use everything you have, your minds, bodies, and wealth for this. This one, Brahma, surrendered everything he had. He is called a great donor. As well as giving eternal wealth, he also donated his perishable wealth. Each one of you can give as much as you choose. Those who are well-known donors, they are called great philanthropists. They make a name for themselves. They give indirectly in the name of God, but their kingdom is not being created. It is your kingdom that is now being created. Therefore, you must become complete philanthropists. On the path of devotion, they say they will sacrifice themselves. There is no expense incurred here. That government has to spend so much. Whatever you do here, you do that for yourselves. Whether you become part of the Rosary of 8, 108, or 16,108 depends on you. Each one is free. It's like Baba opens a big shop of jewels and diamonds, opens the door and he says, "Ao bacha, come take whatever you want." Baba goes and stands in the corner, just watching. He says, some come, they take full handfuls. Some take just one handful only. Some just take one necklace only. Some just take one, like bracelet. Some take only one ring. Baba can't force. Baba stands in the corner and gives a reminder now and then. You can take as much as you want, free of charge. No rationing. Only he can remind. But he can't force you to say, look, take this. He can't put it in the hand. That's the game. Because we know that, in order to get something, you have to let something go. You know that story, no? But Rama, स्वर्ग में एक सीट खाली. पता है आपको? You don't know? आपको तो पता है, some know. Just in brief, मुझे भी पूरा, I don't know the whole story. It was something like this, that there was स्वर्ग में एक सीट खाली थी. So God, which God it was, I don't know. Indra, maybe Indra. नारद को तो भेजा था, लेकिन वो कौन सा God ने उसको कहा, नारद, go to the world and just invite anyone who wants to come, free of charge. एक सीट खाली है, कोई भी आ सकता है. नारद सोचा किसी को पूछूं. So first he found old lady. वो lady तो थोड़ी देर में she will expire. उसने कहा उस old lady को, स्वर्ग में एक सीट खाली है, please come, आ जाओ. No condition. आना है. कहती है, of course आना है, of course. आना है. नारद कहते हैं, come, let's go. तो वो कहती, मतलब अभी? No. Yes, no. लेकिन मेरा grandson is very cute, बहुत अच्छा है. I like to squeeze his cheeks. थोड़ा देखना है, थोड़ा बड़ा होने दे उसको. थोड़ी देर के बाद आ जाएगा. नारद कहते हैं, ठीक है. फिर नारद finds businessman. उसको पूछता है, God says once you free in स्वर्ग आना है, would you like to come? This is very excited. Of course, I want to go to paradise. स्वर्ग में तो जाना ही है. नारद कहते हैं, come, let's go. वो भी पूछते हैं, मतलब अभी जाना है, अभी चलो. वो कहते हैं, लेकिन अभी markets are very good, हमारी business expansion हो रही है, new branches are opening, profits are good. It doesn't make business sense to go now. So maybe later. Narada उसको छोड़ता है. Then he finds a student. Student को भी कहता है, आज जाना है. Student jumps with joy. Of course मुझे स्वर्ग में जाना है. Again नारद कहते हैं, come, let's go. Student कहते हैं, लेकिन मुझे ना मेरा exam, I passed my exam, full marks मिले हैं. और I'm planning now to go to Videsh for some master's degree. मुझे अच्छी पोजीशन मिली है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाऊँगा. तो फिर come back later. नारद कहते हैं, okay, fine. Let's say he found that nobody was ready, because everyone was attached to something. जैसे बाबा भी गाते हैं, Baba comes and gives free. Everyone is attached to something. Lekin Baba can't force. He can inspire, he can encourage, he can tempt, he can threaten, he can do all the yuktis. But he can't force. अपना अपना कर्म है. इसलिए बाबा कहते हैं, you can create whatever fortune you want. It's up to you. Whatever you want, you can do, depends on you. You do have to pass with honors. You should earn such an income that by having yoga, you reach your karmatit stage. And you don't have to experience punishment. All of you are warriors. Your war is with Ravan, not with human beings. Those who fail, there are 2 degrees less. Silver Age is known as heaven with 2 degrees less. You have to make effort to follow the Father completely. However, for this, here is the thing, you have to surrender everything with your mind and intellect. You would say, Baba, all this is yours. Baba would reply, Baba can't get it. If we say to Baba, whatever I have, it is yours. My house, my car, my money, my everything. Baba ka response?
Be
I don't
trusty,
mind any-
be trusty and carry on.
Yeah, Baba says, use it for doing service. Carry out your task according to the directions I give you. Open a university, open centers so that many can benefit. Simply give this message. Remember the Father and claim your inheritance. You children are called messengers. So, give everyone this message. Which message? The Father says to Brahma, remember me and your sins will be absolved. You will receive Jivan Mukti. Now, you have a life of bondage, Jivan Bandhan. But then you will have Jivan Mukti. Baba says, I only come in Bharat. This drama is eternally predestined. The question, when was it created? When will it end? These questions cannot arise. This drama continues eternally. Souls are such tiny points. Each one has an eternal part fixed within. These are very deep matters. Each soul is a tiny point like a star. Mothers put a tilak on their foreheads. By making effort now, each of you children gives yourself a tilak of sovereignty. If you follow Baba's teachings accurately, you give yourself a tilak of sovereignty. Here there is no question of mercy or special blessings. Each one of you has to give yourself a tilak of sovereignty. That tilak refers to this original tilak of sovereignty. You have to make that much effort now and follow the Father. You must not look at others. This is what it means to become Manna Manabhav. It is through this that you automatically receive your tilak. The Father does not give this to you. This study is Rajyog, where you change from beggar to prince. Therefore, you have to make very good effort accordingly and also follow this one. You have to understand this aspect. Through this study, you earn an income. The more yoga you have, the more of this knowledge you will imbibe. It's very interesting, isn't it? This is a package deal. If someone is accumulating lots and lots of knowledge, he has knowledge, we can't imbibe it. For that you need yoga. Baba used to say, yoga, jnana or yoga is like Bhai, brother and sister. They always go together. It is this yoga that takes effort. This is why Rajyog of Bharat has been remembered. However, you could spend your whole life bathing in Ganga and still you would not become pure. The people on the path of bhakti, they give to the poor in the name of God, whereas God himself comes here and gives the sovereignty of the world to the poor. He is called Garib Nivas. Bharat was 100% solvent, now has become 100% insolvent. Donations are always given to the poor. Baba makes you so elevated, and yet you defame such a father. The father says, when you defame me in this way, I have to come. So Baba is complaining, we defame him. I was in India in one center, one Didi was saying something very amusing. She says, अगर आप किसी को बुलाते हो, for example, किसी friend को या कुछ worker को, नीचे से बुलाकर please आप आ जाओ, please I need your help. वो नहीं आता. अगर please आ जाओ ना, फिर नहीं आता. Please come, फिर भी नहीं आता. और आपको उसको गाली दोगे, कब आएगा? कहते why you are calling me this? तो परमात्मा को भी हमने द्वापर युग में अच्छी तरह से बुलाया. नहीं आता, नहीं आता. Finally we start abusing him and then he comes. Means it works. When you defame it, then I have to come. This too is predestined in the drama. This is your father and also your teacher. The Sikhs, they speak of the immortal Satguru, but there are many gurus on the path of bhakti. This is the throne that the immortal one takes. He also uses the thrones of some children. He says, I enter this one's body in order to benefit everyone. This is his part at this time. These matters have to be understood. A new person will not be able to understand these things. Bacha, मीठे मीठे सिकिले बच्चों प्रति बाप दादा का गुड मॉर्निंग रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते. Extra addition. फिर धारणा के लिए मुख्य सार. Point number one, you have to become great donors by donating the eternal wealth of this knowledge. Just as Father Brahma used everything he had for doing service, follow the Father in the same way and claim a high status in that kingdom. Number two, to be freed from punishment, earn such an income by having yoga that you reach your karmati stage. Do not look at others, make full effort to pass with honors. Then Vardhan, may you become tireless like Brahma. Finish carelessness by keeping strict discipline and having determination. In order to become tireless like Brahma, finish carelessness. For this, keep a strict discipline on yourself. Have determination and keep your guards of attention constantly alert. And carelessness will then finish. First work on yourself and then do service. The ground will then be transformed. Now let go of the Dunlop pillow of thoughts of comfort, such as, I will do it will happen. But keep the slogan. Which slogan?
अब नहीं तो करना
अब भी करना है
I have to do this. Keep this slogan in your head and transformation will then take place. Slogan. Powerful words are words in which there are soul-conscious feelings and good wishes. Powerful words are words in which there are soul-conscious feelings and good wishes. और फिर अव्यक्त सिग्नल. As the time comes closer, waste thoughts are increasing just as much. But they are emerging in order to be settled. It is their duty to come, and your duty to transform them with your flying stage and sakash. Do not be afraid. Do not be affected by them. Om Shanti. We're giving some insights